Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Men on the Mountain. We're heading down into Upper Calf Creek Falls. Got Steve and Steve here. There's only one other vehicle in the parking lot and they're leaving, so we're gonna have the place to ourselves. Thanks for coming along. Okay, we're just coming off the top and starting to drop down. So the hike to Upper Calf Creek, if you've never done it, it is all downhill when you're going to it and it's all uphill when you're coming back. So we got blue skies this morning. We went through snow several places on the way down. I thought, uh-oh, it's a little snowier than I thought, but now that we're down here, the sun has come out. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, we're still making our way down. Again, it's all downhill when you're hiking into the Upper Calf Creek Falls. It's 22 degrees when we left the car, but it feels nice. Sun's out, there's very, very little wind, just a slight breeze. And it was 4 degrees at one point on the drive down, so 22 sounds balmy. We did see the group that was in that other Jeep at the trailhead and they left, so we're going to be the only ones down here. We're going to have this to ourselves, which will be nice. There's Calf Creek below us. Upper Calf Creek Falls across from us. Not a lot of water. This is definitely the least amount of water I've seen, but it's the only time I've been here in the winter. Still really pretty. It'll get a lot prettier as we get closer.
So you're talking that kid a little above there?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep, swimming right in the end of that.
Down.
Swimming right in the end of it. There she is, Upper Calf Creek Falls. Piece of ice floating out in it. Well, we're north of Upper Calf Creek Falls now. I went back up towards Boulder and we're doing a little shed hunt. We got about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So Steve and I just kind of split up. I mean, we're not very far apart. They're probably a couple 100 yards on either side of me, and we're gonna work some of these rolling cedar hills, and there's some sage flats up here in a little bit that I remember from when I've hiked here in the past. So I'll try to get into some of those. I'm seeing deer sign, not an overwhelming amount, but enough to keep me interested. There's some poop right there. So let's see if we can find something. I know that was kind of an abrupt ending on the shed hunting part of this video. We shed hunted, we hiked 3.5 miles, 3 miles, something like that. Basically made a big loop. Didn't see anything. Saw a fair amount of activity, tracks, droppings. We also saw a lot of boot tracks. So I think we're in an area that either gets hit a lot just by recreational hikers or maybe gets hit a lot for shed hunters. I really don't know. And then on that trip, we saw 5 or 6 different bucks, and they all were still packing their antlers. So I think it was just a little early for anything fresh, and anything that had been sitting on the ground for a while, I think had probably been picked up. But it was a pretty area, great to spend some time with Steve and Steve. A lot of laughs on the drive down and on the way back, and just good time with those guys. So let's wrap this up with the channel shout out and the Minute on the Mountain. The channel that I want to shout out is Freakin Outdoors. It's another Utah YouTube channel. They do some fishing, they do some hunting. They've done some like trail cleanup and picking up trash around the lake. A dad and his boys, and it's just a great channel. Love to see the young guys getting out and enjoying creation, and just being able to see dad spend his time with his kids. It's a lot of fun. It's rewarding to watch. So I'll put a link in the description. Check them out when you get a chance. The Minute on the Mountain is Ephesians 4:15. I'm just going to read it from my laptop here real quick. It says, instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become, in every respect, the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. We've been going through a series at church called Kingdom Politics, and in that church we've got a couple of subjects that can certainly cause some contentious conversation. So it's just been a good reminder that we are called to speak the truth, but we're called to speak the truth in love. I think there's a couple of applications for that. I think speaking the truth in love, number one, means we should check our motives. Am I engaging in this conversation because I really care about the individual that I'm speaking with, or am I just engaging in this conversation to try and win an argument? But then secondly, I think it speaks to the demeanor and the tone in which we have the conversation. I'm guilty of that all the time. I can have a very condescending, very kind of complaining tone. And so it's a good reminder for us to have a gentle tone when we're speaking the truth to someone. So let's speak the truth in love. Again, we need to speak the truth. We don't want to err too far the other way where we're so wishy-washy that we don't want to speak truth. That wouldn't be good either. But let's make sure we speak it in love. All right, thanks for coming along, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've never hiked Upper Calf Creek Falls or Lower Calf Creek Falls, you got to check them out. They're definitely worth it. We'll do Lower Calf Creek sometime this year, but we focused on Upper and then the shed hunt. So thanks for coming along. God bless you. We'll see you the next time we're out on the mountain.